First up, a very good evening to all traders, viewers, friends who came to this Facebook Live event. It's a kind of impromptu last week. Wednesday, I have these thoughts of going live, but I was thinking, why not have one more week in telling people around so more people can benefit this rather than a sudden surprise for our fans and they might have plans and stuff like that. So that's why we are doing this right now. So a bit of a disclaimer over here. I would say that I'll be running through my analysis over here. Just a bit of introduction. My name is Rain. I'm the founder of Forex 100 and course director of Forex 100 Academy Private Limited, also a proud member in BNI. So what I want to say is that for the past 14 years of trading experience, I'll be sharing my insights, my take on the currency pairs and movement itself. There are some do's and don'ts, so you can couple with, if you're already an existing trader, then you can couple with your own money management rules, and if it happens to fall within the price range you're looking at to trade, feel free to do so. Just before we start, a highlight to all traders that there is a news coming up, and if you are a trader and you're not aware of that, let me just bring this to you. This is Forex Factory itself. Alright, so this is the source of the news update I'm looking at. At 3 a.m. there will be an interest rate decision. As you can see, the forecast is 2.5% because the Americans did say that the Fed Reserve actually did say that they are going to have 4 rate hikes, and without any great thoughts or guess or prediction, you will know that the only 4th rate hike, should it going to happen, it will happen tonight, 3 a.m. Having rate hike nowadays doesn't mean that when they increase interest rate, market will go up, because market already expect it to go up. And of course, if they choose not to do any rate hike, I do believe that US dollar may have a great plunge. That means it may drop drastically. Having that said, I know that some of my students are very familiar with my teaching. If let's say euro dollar is falling, euro should appreciate against it. A very simple understanding on currency movement. But I would say that market with sharp news on US dollar, it may or may not react that way. But of course, if you see that dollar depreciation, euro and pound should go up. But there are occasions that I see that all currency pair dropped during one of the non-farm payroll many years back. Alright, when the statistics deviated too much. Alright, so that's one thing I want to bring up. So traders, if you are very conservative, you might have to wait. Today I'll be sharing my analysis, and you might have to wait and may even like to consider to exit all trades before the news event on 3 a.m. And most likely what I'll be doing is exiting most of my trades, or rather exiting all of my trades before bedtime today. Alright, and all the trades analysis, hope that it still stand, and tomorrow in the morning I'll reanalyze the market to see if it's still valid for me to engage the trade. So this is a bit of a bad news to know that 3 a.m. there's a news event coming up, a pretty volatile one, in fact, potential volatile market movement. So some of the analysis might be invalid. With that said, that means that if you are familiar with harmonic pattern itself, there is a common mistake or common thing that traders does is that when we say that we are going to look for selling opportunity at point D, we are going to sell it down. One of the things that traders love to do is to buy it up. So just to let you know, if you're a pattern trader, a pattern completion will only happen after point D has been achieved. Alright, take note on that. That is very important. Point D has to be achieved, then this pattern is about to get confirmed because we still need to wait for confirmation candle. Alright, so without any more delay, the time now is 7:14 p.m. So we will be running through all the 12 currency pairs. You can see the panel on the side. These are all the 12 pairs that I'll be going through with 3 time frames, daily, 4 hour and 1 hour chart. And of course, if time permits, I may even go into currency pairs that you are looking at. Just shoot your question in the chat box. I'll do my best to respond to that. And of course, all the analysis is just for analyzing and sharing purposes. You shouldn't just blindly use it for trading purposes. Alright, all good. Alright, so let us start off with euro dollar itself. Market is moving downwards over here. A new break of support and a break of support over here. However, market has a consolidation at this region, this price. Overall market trend for euro dollar based on daily time frame, that's my highest time frame I'm used to trade. I'm using it to trade. It is on its bearish movement, that's for sure. Resistance is not broken. However, do note that the downward movement start to slow down and it may give counter trend trader a chance to enter the trade to buy up. Alright, so that could cause some buying pressure over here. As you can see, market has supported and reversed over here. So what's more important is how the market reaction at this level. Okay, and if we head down to 1 hour chart, we can see that an aggressive euro dollar appreciation move. Alright, over here came up, consolidation went up, retraced, went back up again. Alright, so if we head back to the daily chart, and let me just on the analysis I did, this red box over here is the sell zone I'm looking at. If you head down the 4 hour chart, might be clearer to you, this area, my sell zone. So there is 2 pattern and I pretty much use color code to code it. If you see a pink pattern, then that is a bad pattern and this is a shark pattern formation. Alright, so as for me, as a trader of harmonic pattern trader, there are many filters that we are using, not just the D-completion. Common questions: if market came down at D point, will I buy? The answer is no, because the bad pattern has been invalidated. That means it's no longer valid, in short. Alright, so we have our filters, so don't just go through the textbooks and just follow the trade that way. What I love about this shark pattern itself is that it went up, and let's say it's a D-completion, market it is on its sell zone bracket. Alright, so for the euro dollar, it's this shark pattern formation, I will be taking conservative targets, meaning to say that first target is somewhere at this price, 1.1390, and the second target is about 1.1328 thereabout. Alright, and if you are interested to know the exact stops, targets, entry, I don't mind to share it to you. What you need to do on Facebook, just like our Facebook page, so next time we go live, you'll know. Write us a review on how you feel about this live session. Alright, and from there I will just private message you the levels and stops and target of today analysis that we have gone through. How good is that? Yeah, so that is one thing I can do for all of you, so there's no panic. The exact stops, targets and entry will be shared to you once you give us a review on today's session. Fair enough? Alright, so looking to short over here, most likely the stop loss will be above the red box at this price. I use mostly the ATR based stop. Okay, so I'll be putting about 30 pips above the high of this price. After confirmation, that will be 1.1503. Alright, just a bit on top. and the profits I estimate is about this price 1.1381. I'll be sharing the exact level once you share the review for us. All right, how cool is that? Okay, so that is euro dollar. Looking to short is a trend trading opportunity for me because this is under the sell zone and we are in the trending movement. I'm not going to take any extended target for this trade just because that they are consolidation. Okay, market start to consolidate over here as I have spotted. On top of that, there are a couple of news like Theresa May, Donald Trump. Very choppy December is in fact one of the most choppy December I ever seen. It's a good news for trading, don't get me wrong. Alright, so this is also on the 1 hour time frame, so nothing much for me on 1 hour. Alright, you harmonic pattern trader might find that there might be a bullish shark opportunity. I'm not looking at that. I am going to concentrate on my shorts. Alright, so that's that. So let me go to the pound dollar itself right now. Alright, so let's head to daily chart. And let me just hide the drawing tool first so we can pretty much focus on the chart. So if you are a trader over there and use a lot of indicator, do whatever you do. I'm not going to stop you, but a good practice is that if you're using MT4, just have another chart that is totally blank. That means no moving averages, don't have your SAR or any other indicator that's hiding the chart. A candle size of such it is very comfortable. So it's the smaller size on your MT4 platform, and you just zoom in 3 times to 4 times. That's about the right size, because if you look at this size, then everything is a sideways market. Alright, you can't see any pattern at all, you can't see any market movement. Alright, and you will actually miss out quite a lot. Alright, so pound dollar on daily chart, this is the support level. Market has broken the support again, so it continues its bearish movement. But if you see the small triangle over here, pretty much you can suspect there is a consolidation happening. In fact, if you go down the 4 hour chart, you can see that if we bring this, not sure if I can do this without, I can't. Alright, so bear with all the drawings. You can see that this movement, alright, is the upper trend line resistance, and over here we have a lower trend line support. So market is going into a consolidation. Pretty much 2 events is affecting this, the Theresa May Brexit, alright, episode, as well as the US Fed rate could be the main cause of that. So with consolidation, it will always come into expansion. Hi Joanne, long time no see. Hi Kay. Alright, hi Albert, Wayne, JL. Yep, so running on a two screen right now, so yeah, so if I'm not replying, I will look through that, and of course my team Boonway and Wayne is here to help. Alright, so let me just get back to this. Market is on its consolidation, so consolidation comes in expansion. Alright, so sideways consolidation happened to be one of my favorite pattern setup. So definitely within this 1 week, I am expecting a break of the trend line. Okay, and from there I will draw out another what I call is a trade ideas for the trade. Alright, let me just remove all these first, rather hide all this. Go to 1 hour, nothing much over here that catch my eye. In fact, actually there is a pattern setup coming up. Alright, so let us head back to daily chart, and this is pretty much the work and the life of a trader. Many of times we analyze the market and we have to delete our analysis. So example, for this bearish butterfly pattern, cyan light blue is a butterfly for me. I use color code. Alright, so it was invalid. Alright, the entire pattern was invalid. There's a consolidation over here. Alright, so once it's invalid, I have to remove it. Alright, the bullish bad pattern, you can see that is very very profitable for us. All right, in fact 2 times. All right, this one obviously hit 2 targets if you are familiar with harmonic pattern, and of course on the completion over here it hit the first target level. Let me just head down to 4-hour chart. As you can see, this is a 1-hour chart pattern. How do you know that? Well, it's very little candle, so it's not my style to use very small or rather 10 candles to form a pattern. There is a basic rules on that as well. There are minimum candle requirement to form the pattern. Alright. So you can see that even on 1-hour chart, I can create my own sell zone over here, and market does give me a bearish back pattern, actually a double retest, even better for me, and I can make full use of this thing known as the RSI to do a comparison. Alright, so I did a short, hit my first target and second target, so this trade has produced profits. Let me just remove that. Market then I go into 15 minutes time frame, a time frame that I seldom move into right now, and perhaps it's because due to this December period when market is more quiet, then I have to head down to a lower time frame because I'm a full-time trader, so I do need to look for trades. Alright, so you can see that there is a bullish back pattern that in fact we didn't get into and trade. I just want to show you this because there is no candles that show a white candle. For people who don't know about trading, black stands for depreciation, white is appreciation. Black means bear, white means blue. Alright, so let me just delete this as well. So head back to the 1-hour chart. Okay, so over here, this is the first sell zone. Market came down, break again, break again, break again, break again, break again, break again. Alright, so usually what I'll do is that I will dump all my analysis, head back to daily chart, start afresh because all the conditions have changed. Head to 4-hour chart. What we have learned, for those who just joined us, there is a market consolidation at this price. Remember, it touched as many candles as possible. Alright, we draw it that way, so make it very valid, very sensitive. Alright, and this is the downwards movement. Head down to 1-hour chart. So one of my trading strategies is wait for the break on either side and wait for retracement to look for a buying opportunity. Hi Harry, hi Sylvester, didn't expect you to come, but it's a pleasant surprise. He's my secondary school friend. Alright, head to 1-hour chart. We can see that there is a pattern, opportunity lurking in this setup. Alright, so for traders, take a look. For students, take a look. Do you see anything? Shout out the answer. What do you think? Which pattern is this? Is it a bullish setup or a bearish setup? I'll give you about maybe about 10 seconds. No answer. Alright, so over here there is a, my guess is a fig tree bat formation. Oops, it's a perfect bat formation. Alright, so over here a bat pattern, and I am doing a bit of shortcut here and there, pardon me, I want to run this fast. Alright, so a bat pattern formation at this price, and completed over here. Alright, so this is the setup. So one thing we can spot, if the market break below and close below the low, there is another price of our concern. Should you looking for shorting opportunity? at this D completion 1.2552 is a potential zone of market retracement, or rather a retracement opportunity. So some of the Hollywood scene, I call it a Hollywood trader, we can have some games or have some planning on how market is going to move. Let's say market hit the completion point, we have a fib retracement. Let me just draw this out quickly, and let's say market came up to 38.2. so the likelihood of the market movement, it can happen this way. That's why learning trend trading, breakout trading, and counter trend trading, it is very useful, all right, for the traders. So let's say the market came all the way down, hit this price, all right, and went back up, hit target 1, came down, take out the entry, because usually hit the first target, I'll be shifting my stop to entry to make it a risk-free trade. If you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, drop us a note, we're happy to help. So it's a potential movement of a extended movement on a downward move itself. Okay, so I would usually use this as a measurement. Let me just point right. So for an extended move of this entire movement, I do expect that the currency is, after hitting target 1 of a bullish back pattern, that is a counter trend trade, because just now we did say that pound dollar is bearish. Yes, all right, so it is a high tendency for market to extend downwards. Okay, so I can do a bit of extension here and there, okay, to come up with a zone that I am looking at. All right, okay, so at this price, the closest line will be this area. All right, this area will be a potential price. Can you see? If you look left with Fibonacci confluence, all right, falling in the same level. Okay, I'm going to mark this blue because to me, I use very simple color code: blue as buy, red as sell. Why is that so? Because the color over here is that way. All right, so I keep things very simple, for me at least. So I will have a few gameplay in my mind, is that the market came down, I do expect it to come down, so I will even set an alert over here, add an alert, so you can see that the alert can be sent to my SMS. I'll just note down page 1 bet, and it's a counter trend, so CT, and I'll just put it in, and I will put the alert as E. Okay, stand for emerging. That means it's not a completion. Because come and think of it, if I'm going to place all pending order in advance, it can be quite crazy and hectic. Market does change. What if the market went up? Then I totally forget about this pattern setup. So this is very important. All right, so I will receive all alerts across my web base, and as well as SMS itself will be sent to me. All right, so I keep things very simple, and I click create. So there will be a triangle pop up shortly. Okay, you can see the alert created. Okay, so I pretty much analyze and wait. All right, so what else I can do over here? I can keep things very neat. Okay, I can do this. Too much lines here. I can hide those lines that is not important for me, but later I have to click it back. Alright, so let me just tidy this up. Okay, this is one of the level, and of course over here there is another Fibonacci. So as a trader myself, I have been using this what you call the MP4 for the entire trading life that I've been trading for the past 14 years. For me to change a platform is pretty challenging. But once I found all the advantage I can have in TradingView, it doesn't take me too long to actually make the move, to make the change. Alright, just some preference over here, just sharing some of the advantage. Okay, so I can have this block over here. Why the box extended to this level? Because this is an equal distance move prediction. Alright, equal distance move prediction. For those viewers who miss it, you can watch it later on the replay. But this will be the zone I'm looking at for a potential counter trend opportunity. So I'm not done with my this what you call, I always told my traders, Harry always will have a good laugh about it. I call it a Hollywood trading style. Alright, I will have these thoughts of I'm waiting for market to came back down and I'm waiting for a double bottom. Market came down, came up, okay, came back down again and retest, went all the way up. Alright, so this should be the first level I'm looking at because previous support will turn resistance. So I will have a pre-map, a pre-thoughts of how market is going to move, and I will just wait to see if there is a stalling, there is candles that look like this, long shadow, alright, appear in all these turning points. If I'm speaking a bit foreign, don't worry about that. It's a bit advanced. So we don't just trade harmonic pattern, a D point completion we just buy, or just a break of structure we just short, you know, like yeah, there we all know. But we always analyze and plan the trade. I call it the APE process. Keep it as simple as APE. Alright, first we analyze the market. Is the market doing a bearish movement, a bullish movement, a consolidation, or an expansion? If there's any harmonic pattern setup, yes, we have a potential. You know, most of the time I'll just wait for the break of the B. That means the candle have to close below or above B, depends on what kind of pattern we are looking at. Is it bullish or bearish? Then I will share with my subscriber that I'm looking to buy at D price completion. And these are something that when I see this, I'm very comfortable because it is at the zone. As you can see, the D point completion. Can you see? So I draw a horizontal line for you. See, they're so user friendly. Alright, love this. They spent about 4 years to make this work to today's level. Alright, and they're constantly improving and working on it. So kudos to the TradingView team. Alright, so you can see the D line, D point over here that we have predicted. And if we look left at this price, there is in our class we call it the magic candle, the turning point itself. Alright, so this gives me a bit of comfort that at least I believe market is going to reverse after I do my target 1 estimation. What I can see that it is near the downtrend trend line. You can see that? Alright. Okay, so this is something that's very comforting. So there is how many trading opportunity for me? 1. Over here, if there's a magic candle, 2. Came back down. Okay, I long, I short, 2 trades. Okay, I will not do anything over here. Most likely I will not do anything. I will wait for a double bottom before I engage the next trade. So it's about 3 trades. 3 trades. Nice. Right, Thomas? Alright, so 3 trades trading opportunity for me, and even the 4th one, it is possible over here. Can you see that? If there is a magic candle, it's within my sell zone. Alright, can I say that this is my sell zone? after the market move, hit back up. Can I say this is my sell zone? So hitting sell zone, the lower bottom of sell zone, I'll need a double top, or the market to go a bit deeper, closer to the end of the sell zone. Then I have a very good reward is to risk short it down again. So that's how we trade. Alright, that's how I trade. Alright, so some good thoughts some good thoughts for you, so you can see how this thing can work. Okay, how this thing can work and how you can benefit from this. All right. Okay, so we have a couple of people have problem logging in. For my viewers over here, can you share a bit just on the chat box how you managed to get in, so I can get the rest of friends who like to join the session can join us. Alright, so just take that as a quick break. We are coming back right now, getting some help here and there for them to actually yeah, nice. I have some of the viewers actually help to share, and that is the committee that we are looking at. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. Got it. Okay, yeah, feel free to send in the suggestion here and there. Is it better now? Alright, so we are running 40 minutes in live, and we are only covered 2 currency pairs. Alright, so pretty nice. I hope you guys love it. I will not call this as a sell zone, yeah, because the market has not formed yet. You have to qualify as sell zone. Market has to came all the way down, came back up, pretty much retrace at this level, and a drop before I can even consider that. Alright. Okay. So ready to go in for more? Alright, let us move into the next pair. Okay, that is the Euro Yen chart. Okay, Euro Yen chart hit up to daily chart. What we can see is the market has what I call my favorite pattern before I get to learn harmonic pattern itself. Head and shoulder is my favorite pattern. So there's a head and shoulder setup at the right shoulder. Alright, came down, complete. This is already a head and shoulder formation. Then market go into consolidation. This is usually pretty weird for me to see that. All my filters are in, alright, but market move the way it wants to move. So this head and shoulder pattern, it is still valid. So for traders who fail to get in, you can go into a bearish bias. That means looking for a shorting opportunity. For my students, you are able to see this as a sideways bounce movement. Alright, so for those who are not clear what is sideways bounce, basically market is moving sideways, as simple as that. Sideways, I'll use green. Alright, so this is the level. Having that plotted up, I'll use the most recent price. Okay, and this will be the resistance. Traders, okay, harmonic traders, harmonic pattern traders, if you are looking at this chart, have you spotted any patterns? Shout it out. You got about 10 seconds. Alright, answer is, let me just check if this is valid. Alright. Feel free to shout out the answer still. I will have to click back all the levels that I have hide just now. Good, it's valid. Okay. Don't try this at home because you don't know what are the rules. Okay, we are in fact having our session live with a group of people who like to learn how to trade. So very nice setup over here. Have you got the answer? It's a bearish shark formation. Alright, nicely formed shark. I use gray. And the one good thing about this pattern is that in this situation, it is within my sideways bounce. Okay, and pretty much very tight, a 7 pips difference. You can see 129.17 is the point, D point completion, and the resistance that I just draw based on X over here is 7 pips difference. So it is very nice. It is very nice setup. I'll be pretty much hoping for this setup to complete. Then I will use it as a trade entry trigger to enter and engage this trade. I will not taking extended target all the way down. Usually I will, but because this is a very persistent sideways bounce, so I will just take a conservative targets over here, and once it breaks out of the box, then I will have another trade planning to engage the trade. 1 hour chart. Okay, market movement, nothing much for me over here. Head to pound yen daily chart. Okay, what we can see, let me just hide this. Market move down, created new low, no new high created. So market, it is still bearish. Pound yen is still bearish on the daily chart. So 4 hour chart, okay, nothing much. 1 hour chart, there is a double top over here. All right, double top over here. Market, if you happen to short it, good for you. Okay, not too bad, not the best double top, but not too bad for trade entry. Okay, head back to daily and let us just on the analysis. Alright, so we did analysis over here as a bearish shark formation as well. Okay, so this will take some time to develop, or it will be invalid if it still doesn't move up fast enough. Alright, so we can see that we have already plotted a bullish shark pattern for a counter trend trade opportunity, and definitely it doesn't form up. Okay, there is no stop, market doesn't halt at this area, so this is invalid. 50 R stand for 5 range bar because it's a fraction pips, so I will want to do a 5 range bar because there's an additional decimal place, so it will be 50 range bar. So if time allows, we'll go into that, but I really don't wish to confuse you. Alright, so 4 hour, we can see that the market created new low, came back up. Alright, so this will be even a tighter zone for you to look for a shorting opportunity, this price over here. Okay, and I will turn this red. Alright, so this will be a tighter zone opportunity. Head down to 1 hour chart. Okay, nothing much for me, Alright, so over here there is a double top movement as well. Market has came down. Even if it tests, it doesn't mean anything to me. I will have to wait for a new formation. So nothing much for pound yen. Head down to daily chart of dollar yen, which might be the highlight for tonight, FOMC. Alright, can see that market has a created a new high. Okay, came down and there is a consolidation at this price. 4 hour chart, so dollar yen, it is bullish on the higher time frame. On the 4 hour chart, we can see that market has a well supported at 112.28. Okay, 1 hour, nothing much, back to daily, and this is our analysis. This blue box is our buy zone, and at the D point completion is the buying opportunity for daily chart trader. So at 110.80 there is still buying opportunity. One thing to take note, do not look for a shorting opportunity. That means don't go in and say, oh, right now Rain is looking to buy at D price completion 110.74, so I'm going to short it all the way down. Don't do that unless you have tested that 100 times. Alright, so this is a very proud trade. For our chart, we do a bearish back formation, and we have shared this to our inner circle group over here. Alright, dollar yen. Alright, we have shared it over here. See, exact same trade. Alright, so one thing I love about the trading view is once the chart has been posted, once we posted the chart, it is at the moment that we post it. Can you see? Spotted it, nice. Yeah, so it's before touching D point, or did I say? Counter trend setup for this trades has been shared. Target 1 hit 60 pips, target 200 pips. How good is that? Yeah, so if I click the play button, it will show how the market moved after I posted it. Market hit the D point completion, came down, take up target 1, target 2. Alright, pretty good, pretty nice, no complaint about it. Alright, so market came down, okay, you saw that there is a sideways consolidation on the higher time frame. Let me just move back up to daily chart. There's a sideways consolidation, yes. Market break downwards, so it's a likelihood that market will travel towards the bullish Gartley formation. And that's a good thing, and it could be tonight because at 3 AM there's a FOMC announcement, and that announcement pretty much, I would say, dollar should be more bearish than bullish for tonight movement. If they increase interest rate, traders who have bought earlier on, who have buy because they believe they will increase interest rates, could have exit the market, because right now it's 19th of December, is less than 2 weeks to end of the year. So some traders, some fund house, they might even close their books. So these are something to take note. Alright, so they increase interest rate, market may still drop. If they choose not to, then I believe it's a potential of massive sell-off. Alright, even a massive sell-off, because we are on a higher time frame daily chart, market can come all the way down and hot at this price. With all sell-off, traders need to exit. So could give us a rebound opportunity to hit the first target. Alright, so if we head down to 4 hour, what we can see, this is the bullish movement over here, break of support. Alright, and the support has not been broken yet, so it has not traveled enough for me to create a sell zone. So market have to break below and close below the low price before it can create a sell zone for me to look for a selling opportunity. But yes, I can wait for a bearish harmonic pattern formation form up. Okay, and it really have to wait for more confirmation. So on the analysis that I did on a higher time frame, likelihood that market will really travel downwards. I'm not going to do anything about this. Not going to stay up till 4 AM. You know, that's your choice, not my choice. Yeah. So this is 1 hour chart. Market has broken and nicely tested the low again. Can you see it? All right. So market created a shell over here. We see how it's going to move. I will pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this could be a sideways bounce. All right, I need 4 points. Okay, so of course, in normal trading condition, then I will start to have a buy over here and a sell over here. That's my trading strategy. But since tonight there is a FOMC at 3 AM, so I'm not going to do it. Alright, I'm not going to trade it. Some traders might see this as a bearish flag pattern setup. So you may want to wait for market to hit the high over here. Okay, you can set an alert earlier. Okay, and add an alert and say H1 base flag. Okay, looking for short. Now I create this is in my alert system. So if you happen to bounce up, hopefully I'm awake. But for normal condition, if I'm awake, it bounce up to this level, I have to wait for my magic candle. That's for my students. We have a series of candles. We look for confirmation, very defined rules to look for shorting opportunity. I will engage 2 positions. One is to trade out here, the other one is the extended targets. Alright, that's all I have for dollar yen. Head down to New Zealand yen. On the daily chart, what we can see is that market has a buy zone, and the buy zone has just been changed. So this is the level that I'm looking for buying opportunity. Market created new high again, new high created. So this is my buy zone. Head down to 4 hour chart, looking for a buying opportunity. Seems like a harmonic pattern is lurking in the area over here. Fibonacci retracement hitting 618. I would say it is a deep godly formation setup. Double check. Yeah, very deep godly. Alright, so it really depends on the rules you have. Alright, I have very strict rules. I use exact levels. I don't use the 3% rules. So over here will be the deep godly completion near X. My Sifu Boon Hui will say this is trading at X, but what comfort me is that this is within the buy zone, correct? And we did spotted this in advance in advance of moving to the 4-hour chart. This is the time that I use for my analysis. Alright, so I changed the level. Okay, in advance of my analysis, so head down to 4-hour, spot this deep godly formation. So once the market hit this price, I will wait for confirmation, buy at this price, and my stop should be below X. Just nice, it will be below the daily chart pattern buy zone box, giving me the best reward is the risk ratio profile for this. Head down to 1-hour chart. Nothing much for me. Alright, I prefer a V-turn over here, rather a downwards movement than consolidation. Downwards movement with consolidation is more like a flat pattern to me. Alright, so these are some of the rules. Some traders will say this is a head and shoulder bottom. It's not for me, too much consolidation. Alright, so very defined rules is important for your trading. So 4-hour chart, I pretty much believe that most of the traders are waiting for the FOMC results before their trade. Head down to daily time frame on New Zealand dollar. Buy zone over here remains unchanged. If we head to 4-hour chart, this was my prediction. Alright, 50 range bar, can we move this? Alright, so if you can see the power of consolidation, I predicted a flag pattern itself, and it does hit the flag pattern. Alright, a bit more, it's just like how many pips more? This is the price 6968. I predicted this price 6953, not too shabby. Yeah, so the entire movement have a potential how many pips? Should you catch this move? Whoa, do I say 100 pips? 100 pips. Nice. Alright, so once this trade is developed, no longer valid, so can just remove this. Okay, and I'm going to extend this box because market has moved. Have to do a bit of check over here. Valid. Okay. Nope, not valid for me. So was looking for a harmonic pattern, but as we can see that the market has a consolidation at this price, at this zone. Alright, so I can't go for a harmonic pattern, not my rules. If it's yours, wish you all the best on that, but do note that there is also a spike over here, so this should be a new XAB point. Alright, but too much consolidation for me. Alright, 1-hour chart. Okay, pretty nice market movement. You see how this trade act up. Okay, Let's do this. Potential bad pattern over here. Just do a quick one. Potential setup for a bullish bad pattern on 1 hour chart. It's a bit too early to draw, but it doesn't hurt for you to do your practice. Draw it in advance, see how the pattern form up, and just wait. Alright, so some of the good thing to spot is that, let's say the market went up all the way up, then it will pretty much educate you that having a C point and before reaching D point to short it all the way down, just plainly that way, it is not enough. Thank you, Boon Hui, on a nice spot. All right, yeah. So thank you. Okay. Like what I say earlier on, if you give us a review on today's session, how you share one thing that you like about the session, then I'll be very happy to share all the trades that we produced today. Okay, to you, private message to you once the trade has been formed up. All right. Okay, to daily chart. On the daily chart time frame of Aussie dollar. Alright, Aussie dollar movement, daily chart. Let me just might as well remove the drawing tool. Market came down, came down, came down, came down, as if there's no support at all. Then it has a bit of retracement, break of the high over here, 1 time, 2 time, break downwards. So market is a bit moving nowhere. It's very sideways itself. It is not bearish because market has turned. Alright, break above, close above, break above, close above, and before we say that this is a buy zone, the market has again break downwards. So it's very consolidation on the daily time frame, nothing much on 4 hour. However, this became our sell zone. Okay, market break. This was the new high created, support over here, market break the low twice. So this is the area that I was looking at. I'm looking at for a shorting opportunity, sell zone, 4 hour sell zone. Okay, nothing much over here for me, but I do know that this red box hint for a shorting opportunity. So hit to 1 hour chart. Wow, what a mess. Okay, let me just do a quick check. Valid. Alright, valid. So harmonic pattern trader, market hit the 50%, so this will be a bad pattern. So X to A, A to B, B to C, D point completion. Just nice, it is within the area. Alright. On the 4 hour chart, this is the sell zone over here. Alright. A bearish bet pattern form within the sell zone on the 4 hour chart on the higher time frame. So yes, this is an important level. So it's no longer a daily chart aggressive, but on 4 hour chart it will be known as an emerging bet pattern. I love to place this in advance, so once it reach this point, then I'll just share it with my subscriber. If not, it's a bit too much for them to digest. Okay, and I pretty much want to have more time to prepare. Depend on time frame, yeah. So this 4 hour, I need a bit more further away from it, but it has to break B before I will post it to my inner circle group. 7213. Save. Alright, so this once you reach this level, I'll be posting it, and of course I'll check if C point is being violated. We got about 4 more currency pairs to go through. Quick one. Alright, Aussie Cat all the way to daily time frame. Okay, the triangle over here give me a reminder that I was looking for a double top. Alright, so this is some of my simple signs for me to take note what I'm looking for and what I'm waiting for, and obviously it didn't happen. So let me just clear all drawing 2. This is a daily chart. Market break upwards. So entire analysis change. This became the buy zone. Okay, so the box over here indicates that if the market break below this rectangle, buy zone invalid. Anything within this box is an opportunity for me to look for buying opportunity, even on a 4 hour time frame. Alright, having all clear up, what have you spotted? By the way, it's invalid for me. Okay, so this will not be a harmonic pattern for me. Some traders might see it this way, but it is definitely invalid for me. Some reasons. Alright, first, this is a gap and close above, it's fine. A bit messy over here, it's fine. You draw it from high to low, bad pattern, 50%. But one thing I don't like about this is that you can see that the C point over here, the market close and touches the A point. So it will look also for double bottom traders. Okay, it will pretty much look like a buying opportunity over here. Okay, so this will become a interesting level for traders to look for a long opportunity. Market has break above and close above the high. I will pretty much to look more into the buying opportunity at this area rather than harmonic bad pattern. Personal preference. I have some rules that I have to follow because I do trade double bottom as well. So for traders who have multiple rules, if you happen to learn a lot of things, do note you have to come up with filters, when to do what, when to trade what, and when not to trade what. You have to have distinct filters, and it shouldn't be emotion or gut feeling driven. Written rules is important. So the one thing is, once you have a lot of trading strategies, the truth is that they will conflict with one another, and if you have not tested them, you will give yourself a very hard time in trading. Alright, so over here I have my filters. As long it touches point A, it is a valid, let's say it's a valid double bottom, then I will not be looking for a harmonic pattern at all. On top of that, on the time frame that we spotted this buy zone, the area came in within the buy zone, so the more I will not look for a bearish trade towards the buy zone. Make sense to you? This is 1 hour chart. Nothing much for me. Of course, you can wait for another harmonic pattern form up, but it's a bit too early. X, A, B will end somewhere. So this is really coming to the bad pattern zone. I have to wait for a retracement. I have to validate this rule before a buying opportunity somewhere over here. So 4 hour and 1 hour, take note, 4 hour time frame, I might be looking for a retest on the double bottom setup. So this region I'm looking for buying opportunity. On 1 hour chart, I may have an opportunity to do something like this. Just let me sketch this out for you. Alright, so yeah, so let's say it go a bit deeper somewhere over here. Okay, so it could be a buying opportunity somewhere at 9588. Alright, anyway, this is purely just a wait and see, because just by using 4 hour chart as a double bottom to look for buying opportunity not strong enough. But since we hit on the 1 hour chart, is a potential forming of a bullish back pattern that fall within the buy zone. So these are some of the planning stage that we do. A lot of times traders will think that well, we are traders, our job is to trade. What should I do? Should I enter? Should I sell? Should I buy? Not so much, but a lot of times is a lot of even planning work to be done, because you have to look into the possibility what you are waiting for. Okay, and these are all backed with higher time frame analysis. You can see on daily chart, this is my buy zone. So I will just focus all my energy on buying opportunity, just looking for buy. And over here, buying opportunity is trend trading trades. So having a double bottom, although double bottom is a typical counter trend setup, you can actually use it for trend trading as well. Alright, so this is the thoughts in the 4 hour. Head down to 1 hour, what I can see, nothing much. To be honest, it's a bit too early to draw a bad pattern out too early. Alright, so please do not have the thoughts of, oh, I can short all the way to B, then buy all the way to C, short all the way to D. Yeah, if only you do that. Yeah, so a bad pattern only happens when all these points are being touched, and we have some filters rules on top of that. And at D point completion within the double bottom zone, I'm looking for a buying opportunity. So for me to sketch on my chart is just for me to wait. You see, I don't even set any alert, not to confuse me at all. Alright, all good. So these are some good thought process, and I use triple time frame or 3 time frame analysis. I will not go into 4 time frame analysis, meaning to say that daily chart is my higher time frame to look at the overall outlook, my bird's eye view. 4 hour chart is for me to narrow down the zone and confirm the trend. And 1 hour chart, should I even go down to 1 hour chart, is to find a even tighter entry stops and targets. Alright, head to dollar CAD on the daily chart. Wow, interesting. Okay, so this line itself was a resistance line. I'm looking for a shorting opportunity, so I'm waiting for a double top opportunity to hit it for a short. However, it doesn't happen. Alright, it doesn't happen. Market continue to break upwards, so it is very bullish. Take note of that. Dollar CAD bullish. Head to 4 hour chart. Very choppy. A very choppy movement. Back to daily chart again. Okay, straight line up. Interesting. 4 hour chart. Okay, so let me just do a quick check on this. Have you spotted anything yet, guys? Just shout it out. So this is a bullish move. Anything yet? Not very good, yeah. So for this trade, I will not look for a pending order. I will not set a pending order to say, hey, I'm looking to set a buy order right away, and I'm looking for buying opportunity. In fact, For this, I may even just take a conservative targets. Okay, pretty much have to see how this target move. Bullish shark pattern over here spotted. Red is a warning. Most likely I'm going to dump this trade, okay, because of some of the filters and some of the rules. It doesn't met the rules, so but I still call it nevertheless because I just want to see. All right, so I have all my box, all my colors giving me signal, so there's no need for me to do double work. So if I draw a red box on, let's say a shark pattern, is for me to say that, hey, actually this trade is not the best of the best, it's close to invalid. Just want to see how good is this rule itself, how legit is this, you know. If it give me a 50-50, that means 50% I'm right, 50% I'm wrong, guess what, I'm going to engage the trade. But if it give me a 70-30, then 70% of the time, yes, this trade doesn't form up, and 30% it form up, then no, I'm not going to engage the trade. So these are on these are things that is on the go that I may not have time to do active testing on that. So at this red zone, I am waiting for some magic candle to form up. Confirmation before I engage the trade. That is the least I can do. But at the same time, I take a Excel sheet to just record down of how many of such is profitable and which one is not, what time frame, what currency pairs, just to share. Okay, head to 1 hour chart. Interesting. All right, 1 hour chart produce another buying opportunity for harmonic patterns trader. Okay, so have you spotted it? Just catch a quick one. Alright, so this is the level I'm looking at a buying opportunity on 1 hour chart as a bullish back pattern. Over here is a bit better for a buying opportunity compared to the shark completion. Reason being there is a structure at this level. Okay, very nice structure over here. Placing stop below it might not be the best of the best structure, don't get me wrong, but this entire movement, it does give me a opportunity to look for a turning point and a potential very sharp, very good reward is to risk trading opportunity. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to set an alert and throw this in H1, bet trend continuation. Okay, so once it reaches this price, I'll receive an alert, then I'll be sharing to the group. Okay, head down to Canada again, last two pairs. Hello, you're late. Alright, so Cat Yen over here, daily chart is a bullish movement. This zone still stands as a bullish movement until it broke below the price over here. As well as the bearish back pattern, it got invalid. Okay, it got invalid right after it doesn't touch the D point. So once again, for traders who are looking to buy from C to D, this is no longer valid. Back to daily chart. Okay, this is no longer the buy zone because break and close below the low. Can you see that? Nice. even a slightly below is within the rules for me to invalid entire thing. Head to 4-hour chart. Okay, we have gotten ourselves a sell zone over here. Pretty rich, big zone, but that's the rules. Yeah. Head to 1 hour. You can see a close below, break below, close below, a double bottom. For double bottom traders, if you manage to long it, good for you. 20 pips profit thereabout for this trade. So for me, I'm looking for more. On the 1 hour chart, maybe I'm waiting for a harmonic pattern to form up to look for a shorting opportunity within this zone or whatever it's going to set up. Nothing much over here. So I will just note down over here is a 4 hour. Okay. Page 4, sell zone. Okay. So this is a note for me, so there's no need for me to just remember. Last currency pairs, daily chart. Hello. Start to shoot in any questions that you have. Alright, so after the pound Australia chart, if I run through the 1 hour chart, if there's nothing much, I'll end today's session. Daily chart itself, market, look at this, very bullish, market break. Alright, so this is still the valid sell zone we are looking at. Okay, hit to 4 hour time frame, nothing much. Alright, so I'll just clear this first. Okay, 4 hour time frame, nothing much. Yeah, in fact, actually it's a bearish butterfly. Let me just double check. Crab pattern. Alright, it is a crab pattern extension. Team Forex 100 can just verify on this. I'm doing a shortcut for this, yeah. So 8191. Okay. Crab pattern, I will need additional confirmation and see if there's any structure at this price. Okay, tested, not that bad. Okay, not that bad of a crab pattern. Okay, potential, possible, but it will be breaking the sell zone. You will have to complete above the sell zone. 1 hour chart, do we see anything? Nope, not for me. To some traders is a potential pattern trade, but it's all consolidation towards upwards, a bit of noise over here, so not for me. But let me check this out. Feel free to just make your own analysis to see how close your analysis is from mine and what have you spotted while I'm talking. When I saw a trade setup, many of times I slow down my speech. The reason is for you to come up with your analysis, and before I review the answer, you will know whether your trade is or your analysis, how close are you with mine. Okay, interesting. Guess what this is? Still valid, just a bit more. Want to make a guess? It is your head and shoulder bottom. Alright, so a lot of time traders ask me, hey Rain, how long do I need to analyze the chart? Whatever you are seeing here, most of the chart, if you see that it's plain or I just redraw it, is pretty much analyzing live, alright, with you. So of course this comes with practice. Most of my traders are able to analyze the chart in 5 minutes, one currency pair 5 minutes, pretty good as well. So on the 1 hour time frame, I do find that the D point completion, it is still quite a distance to it. In fact, it's about 100 pips distant, yeah. So you don't see that, oh, it's so close, nothing much. You have to see the pips movement and the price. 7698, 7591 is 100 pips. But if you ask me, hey Rain, will you just long it up? I will not. I will wait for a retracement. So for this example, for the purpose of engaging a buying opportunity for the the head and shoulder bottom, I will go to a 15 minutes time frame to see if there is any buying opportunity for me. Nope, sadly there isn't, so I can't force it. Alright, that's the max I can do. On 1 hour time frame, some of the possibility can happen. I will have to draw a Fibonacci retracement from the right shoulder. Okay, so pretty much nothing much for me. Don't see any pattern trades to engage this unless there is a new pattern or a new wave form up. But typically what I'm looking for is a retracement value that have a significant support for me to look for a buying opportunity. So what I was looking for, the one of the way for me to engage the trade after the head and shoulder has formed up, touch this point is head and shoulder. Alright, so market came up, retrace, missed that, so didn't manage to engage the trade. So market went all the way up. I'm waiting for a retracement. So the most potential level I'm looking at is this price level over here. Okay, nicely supported. 7503. So at this price, I may look for something like a double bottom, just to confirm. Alright, and I'll long it all the way up. Okay, so that is pretty much all the analysis that we are doing for this session, running 1 hour and 30 minutes. First 15 minutes maybe setup time is a 1 hour 15 minutes clip. What's going to happen is that if you miss the session, I know we pretty much have a lot of traders who love to join our session today, friends as well, but happen to just unable to log in for various reasons. We will get this sorted out. We may even come up with a way, a guide for you to how to join us on the live session. Alright, so with that, the session will be still we will still post it on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and I will try to even post it on IGTV. Alright, so this is one of our first session running through 12 currency pairs, having 3 time frame. So pretty appreciate your attention over here. Feel free to private message me any feedbacks that we can improve, and of course share publicly on things that you find yourself or you find things that you love about this analysis. And should you love to attend such session again, let us know. Alright, which will be a better day, timing and stuff like that. We will take that into consideration before we plan for the next live session. That's all I have for you. Okay, so for pound Australia, I'm waiting for a double bottom within this zone. So long it doesn't break the right shoulder, it is still valid. So I may say that this entire area I am looking for a buying opportunity, okay, on a trading opportunity over here, a buying opportunity over here, okay, a buying opportunity at this zone, waiting for a double bottom to long it all the way up. All right, so that's one way, okay, I can get involved. All right, so that's all I have for you today. If you love to receive our weekly market analysis, that every Monday religiously I'll be sharing euro dollar, pound dollar, and dollar yen, just something like today, but in 3 parts video. So each video is usually within 5 minutes, most of the time is within 3 minutes. Just subscribe to us and you will enjoy the session, okay. You will receive the analysis on Singapore time, or +8, better known as +8 GMT, at 8:30 a.m., 8:45 a.m. and 9 a.m. respectively Singapore time. You receive euro dollar, pound dollar, and dollar yen analysis. Just scan the QR code at the bottom, like our Facebook page, share with your friends. Who knows, in the very near future we are going live again, and with today's experience it will definitely just get better and better each time. That's all I have for you. If you love to join our live trading session, this program is known as Trade Ideas Live, a session that we conduct 8 hours training and trading session to teach people how to trade, as well as doing live trading analysis, live analysis and trading. If there's a setup, we will engage a trade right away. Just a quick reminder, today 3 a.m. at Singapore time there will be FOMC announcement, very high volatile news. What I'll be doing is I'll exit all my trades, and I have to relook into all my analysis tomorrow morning once the market open, go into the news and see how the FOMC, Fed news, as well as the Brexit news movement. Moving 14 days towards the end of the year, I wish that all traders, you have a fruitful trading year. If you are looking for a trading community, a supportive community, we are here to help, and that's why Forex Chariot was set up many years back. Alright, so just let us know, we'll get you involved. And if you love to join our 8-hour session to learn from us, to trade live together with us, to be in our community, we will handhold you for at least a year. Alright, anything else will be a bonus. Just okay, drop us a message, private message us, we will show you the ropes. At the same time, remember always, plan your trade and trade your plan. I will, the QR code is at the bottom, can you see? It's at the bottom, you should be able to see it at the bottom of the link over here. Or you can just, I'll just shoot a link over here. Just give you a minute. Alright, so this is the exact link. Yeah, I'm not sure why there isn't the go to URL. We have to do a copy and paste. Let's try again. Alright, so what's going to happen is that yeah, just drop us a message. We are happy to help. So let us know if you are interested. The next session we are going to conduct is in Singapore. Reason for you to travel if you happen not to be in Singapore, okay, a reason for you to travel. And of course, remember always, plan your trade and trade your plan. And I will see you soon on the next session. Thank you very much for you having here in this session. Wishing all of you a great, hope that you have a great trading year this year, and a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you soon. I'll see you around, and take care. Goodbye. and I'll see you there.